There we go. What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy here. I'm ocean bound. We're going to Pleasure Bay. It's like 80 degrees out. It's hot. The wind is coming off of the ocean, but it's not really enough to do anything. It's not enough to parawing, and I don't think it's enough to wing. So what are we gonna do today? That's a really good question. Thanks for asking. One thing I'd love to do, this is like, it's something that it's on my bucket list in the past like month, and I think maybe I could do it today. I want to ride that 1250 and pump it all the way across Pleasure Bay. So that means I got to paddle all the way upwind to the other side, maybe give it a couple practice tries and then try to send it across. I'm thinking that I'm really tired. I'm thinking that my legs are tired. You know, I just biked to and from work. I didn't really eat lunch or anything today. I had some toast this morning. So it's not looking that great probability wise that this is gonna happen, but I can try. The other thing I'm really interested in trying all of my paddles back to back. So I'm gonna try to do this paddle up from way across the bay. We'll see how that goes. I really only have like 1 or 2 of those in me. So we're gonna do that, then I'll come back here and I'll switch out to some different paddles. I've got a FoilX 3-piece paddle shaft with an extra small head. I've got a FoilX small head on one of their tapered shafts. And then I also have a SprintX paddle, an extra large SprintX paddle, which I used to love, that I feel like I'm curious. It's been months since I've been on that thing, so I'm just curious if like I still like that, or if I'm just like, no way, dude, that is just like outdated technology. And if that's true, I can, you know, pass that on. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm like best case scenario, I can pump this whole thing across the bay. And then if that doesn't work, I'll come back here and we'll try the different foils. I'm actually pretty stoked. Trying the different foils is something that has been on my list since I started the FoilX paddles. So to switch between the FoilX and the SprintX will be great, especially with these different sizes. And just for the record, everyone, I'm not obsessed with paddling right now. There's just no wind. And so if there was wind right now, I'd be winging. So maybe I can get a wing session before Friday when this video is due, but chances are it's probably not gonna happen. So it is what it is. Let's go see how far we can paddle. Let's go try some paddle heads. Let's get out of here. All right. Here we go again. We're starting with the small FoilX paddle. This is my favorite, although I'm not sure if the extra small is my new favorite or not. Maybe I'll find out today. It's 84 square inches. It's got a tapered shaft. So this part and this part are different thicknesses. All right, oh, it's gonna suck. Oh man, those muscles are tired. To be on foil by that buoy. I'll start from the gate. This wind looks like it's coming straight at me, but I think it's like wrapping around because it's so light. In general, I think it's going that way over there. A physical check-in. My thighs are burning like already, and backs of my arms are sore, and my shoulders are sore. Doing a lot of active stuff this weekend. All right, you ready? Psych, not sight. This is really my only go. The rad news is something clicked with that paddle up. It's never clicked before. I remember practicing over a year ago to a video that Jeremy Riggs did. The video is old, it's gotta be 5 years old at this point. This downwind board is so much more efficient than anything he was using. In order to get up, it was obvious he was doing the leg pump, but then like scooting forward. It's never really worked for me, but it just worked right there. So, let's go to another rip. Psych, not psych, part 2. Fuck yeah. I'm so stoked and exhausted. I did it. 170 pumps or something like that. Something's changing. I'm getting more efficient. Pumping's feeling better. Love it. Alright, let's try some paddles. Oh. Wow, my legs are like really jellified. Wow, that's intense. What we're looking at here. So, SprintX, totally different shape than these FoilXs. Now, we'll put all of these together. My extra small is the shortest. That's because when I cut this, I cut it for a medium. When I have these on the ground, my extra small is in front. So my extra small is at like, kind of right near like the line on my forehead. And then this guy is like really close to head height. I mean, you can tell, it's only an inch or so off. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it used to be like an inch or two over your head. And so that's why I was going with that. All right, so the small went fine. I'm gonna try the XL SprintX, and then we'll try the extra small, and then we'll go back maybe. Oh, those legs. That's crazy. 170 something pumps. I mean, that's a half mile. I pumped a half mile. That's sweet. That's been on the bucket list for over a month. I mean, literally the whole time I've been paddling, but since I've been getting closer, it's definitely been on there. SprintX, extra large. I think it's 94 square inches. All right, so Small FoilX paddle, shortest shaft. This shaft should have the least amount of flex. So it's just like a little compact rocket shaft. Whew. I'm tired, and that's got a lot to do with the amount of pumping I've been doing. But there's something different about this extra small head. What's going on here? For 2 weeks straight, this has been my #1 paddle head, my #1 paddle situation. Both the SprintX and the larger side of this just felt great. So I was like, that's cool. And this one's getting wonky now. Like, what's up? What feels different to me, the length of the paddle is definitely different. And I do feel like that motion, the slide scoop motion to get me up on foil, it's easier when you have a larger paddle head. So when I'm on the extra small, it's more just like steady, continual paddling. I'll have to just keep trying them both. But it's that's pretty funny that this has been my go-to for weeks, and now things are registering different. So, all right, I'm pretty much done. I'm tired. But let's try to get on foil this one more time, and we'll see how that goes. So, here we go. Oh.
Let me start by rejoicing that I finally did it. Ugh. Oh man, I finally pumped all the way across Pleasure Bay, and I couldn't be more stoked. I mean, the whole journey's been long. I log less than 1 paddle session a week, so progress is kind of slow. But I've been trying to keep at it, and my first pump across the bay just feels like a huge milestone. So I'm getting more confident out there, and I'm really hoping that that translates to downwinding. So I'm stoked. And then on to the different paddles. Just for the record, I did 5 paddle ups with the SprintX, and then another 5 with that extra small FoilX paddle head on the 3-piece shaft. And then I went back to the small FoilX and tried a few more just to see if there was a difference. The extra small paddle was harder to get up than the other 2, and that's why I went back to the small FoilX at the end to see if it was maybe just me being tired, or if there was just kind of something different going on. I can pull it through the water faster, which gives me a faster cadence, which has felt really good lately. But today, technique-wise, I was feeling better, and having that extra pull with the large blades just felt right. The small FoilX paddle was the winner today and overall, but that XL SprintX is also really good too. It's kind of on the big side, but it doesn't feel as big as the medium FoilX paddle that I have. That one feels big and kind of like will wiggle through the water as I pull, which usually is an indication to me that my paddle head is too big. I'd love to say that I'm like done with all of this like paddle experimenting, but I didn't get the results that I was thinking I was getting. I thought the extra small was gonna be the winner, and so I'm just gonna have to try all of this again on another day. And then a little footnote to this session, I can't believe it, but I actually ended up testing positive for COVID the next day after this session. I thought I was really tired. Paddling usually has a way of totally gassing me, but this time there was a little bit more going on. Okay, I'm done. If you made it this far, you get a gold star. I know paddling isn't for everybody. I have, you know, 1 day of wind coming up in the forecast, so let's just hope that it doesn't get lame as it gets closer. I'm looking forward to using my new 4.5 meter BRM paella wing, and I also have a brand new in the plastic 4.5 meter mantis that they just sent me to demo, and so I'm so stoked to try that out. So more fun stuff to come. If you'd like to see some more of my videos and you haven't done so already, you can hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 1 million subs. Every sub and like and comment has this like cascading effect on YouTube's algorithm and how they see my channel, so anything is greatly appreciated. With that, I hope you're all doing well out there. I'll see you on the flip, and I wish you all an awesome day. Later!